Hello. How's it going? Ugh. Hopefully your day is off to a better start than mine. I have the distinct feeling again that I'm forgetting something, but it's actually warranted this time. I came back from running errands, went into my kitchen and saw like a decent... I mean, to me, I would describe it as a bunch of flies. Probably drain flies of some kind. And so, pre-stream, I was just going completely scorched earth to ensure that no living bug remains in my sight. I can't deal, man. I can't. I'm very... Like, that's the thing. I don't get, like, spooked by bugs in games or anything. But if there is an insect anywhere in my living area, no. This will not be allowed. You know, I'm gonna be real, I didn't get that good of a look. I hope it's drain flies, because otherwise it's gonna be much more obnoxious to get rid of. Who is? Why are people taking pictures? Stop taking who is? Thank you. They're notoriously hard to get rid of? Yeah. It wasn't actually that many. But I see any amount of flies in my kitchen and I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Anyway. Yes. This is, yeah, news from Alexandria. Time to readjust and try and not think about the potential of there being even more flies later.
これはオレオ様、トライオラでの日々はお楽しみいただけておりますか?
It's just, hello. Are you enjoying your time here in Toraora? Yeah. Yeah.
それは何よりですね。継承の儀をはじめ、ここまでずっと忙しくされていたのですが、
Okay, yes.
今日はゆっくりタコスでも味わってみてはいかがでしょう。
Glad to hear that. Yeah, you've been so busy with the ceremony succession. Why not take it easy today and treat yourself and treat yourself to some tacos.
ご存知かと思いますが、シャバーブチェのタコスは風味豊かで正統派の味付けと評判。店主のブル
Okay, so I mean we're going back here again. Maybe you weren't supposed to do the entire Alliance Raid series before that, because this was supposed to be, I guess, your first time actually getting to have these tacos.
よういらっしゃい。今日は一人なのか?
Yeah, just here today.
にはトライオラに住むみんなが世話になってんだ。 うちのタコスでよけりゃ好きなだけ食べていってくれ。さあ、準
Okay,
備
yeah, everyone here is in your debt. Have as much as you like. Okay. God damn, that does look pretty good. Man, those look really
タコ
crunchy.
スは大好物だろ？この前も5歳の誕生日にたくさん食べてたじゃないか。
Huh? Wait, I'm assuming what, this is like you? Had so many of them on your your 5th birthday? You love tacos. Huh? Who is?
この前ってあれから30年経ってるんだよ、父ちゃん。年も俺の方が上になっちまった。
Ah. Man, so, this is one of those things where you cannot translate without context. Like, I was like, wait, この前も? That's a weird thing to say. I don't know what you mean by that. It's like you had so this この前 is like, you know, just recently. So this is like, yeah. The other, it's been 30 years, Dad. I'm older than you now.
まあな、俺だって戸惑ってるよ。母ちゃんとヤースラに荒野に里帰りに行った小さなガキがいきなりヒグズラのおっさんになってトライオラに戻ってきたんだ。
It's like, well, you know, it's like I really don't know what to make of it either. That, you know, it's like my little... I don't know, you might say little boy or like little kid who went off to his home in the Yosemite Desert. His mother came back as a... you don't want to actually translate this like, oh son. I don't know, it's like a bearded, full-grown man.
けど、親だからわかる。自分の子だってな。だからお前も以前のように俺を頼ってくれ。
I don't know, okay, so this, it's like what, but you're still my son. This is difficult. It's any of these 頼ってる。頼る、頼ってくれ。Whatever, I'm just gonna tank it and say, like, you know, rely on me like you used to. That's not really accurate, but I can't think of a natural way of saying that.
実はさ、働き始めたはいいんだけど、火がうまく起こせなくて。
Huh? Huh? Wait a minute, is this like literal? This is weird. This is weird. Wait, is he just literally saying, like, hey, you know, well, actually, I started working, but I can't even, like, make a fire right.
向こうじゃエレクトロープっていう
Oh, okay.
ものがあってさ、仕組みを知らなくてもボタン一つ押すだけで火を起こせたりしたんだ。
Yeah, over there they've got... Yeah, back there they've got, you know, electrope to do that sort of stuff for you. You didn't even have to know how it worked. You could just press a button and start a fire.
せっかく調理師の仕事がもらえたのに、かまどに火をつけることさえ自力じゃできない。同僚にも呆れられて、俺、恥ずかしいよ。
It's like I got a job as a chef but yeah, I can't even like start a fire on my own. You probably say like the stove, maybe. It's like even my coworkers were... I don't know, that's either shocked or like fed up with me. I feel so ashamed.
そうか、ドーム内の暮らしは俺には想像のつかないな。
Well, I can't imagine what it was like, or what it's like living in the dome.
もう結婚して子供だっているんだ。こっちでの生活が落ち着いたら家族を呼ぼうと思ってたのに。
I'm already married and... What, this is either... Yeah, and have a kid. I was planning to bring them over here once... Like, once I got, like, settled in, but...
呼んだらいいじゃないか。息子の家族なら俺の家族でもあるんだ。なんとか知恵を絞ってみよ
う。That sounds great. It's what if they're, you know, your family, son, they're mine too. Let's figure this out together.
Na, 今の話、ドームから帰還したばかりで困ってるのか。
Hey, you wanna see something? You wanna see something here? So I was having, like, a bit of issue with this segment, but it was very grounded. Right? This is just a very realistic-ass conversation. Right, sorry, it's still strange for me too. Just the other day you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yazlane, and now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Relying? That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else, I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electro. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here, I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me, gods, I'd never felt so embarrassed. Why is someone who grew up in Alexandria saying gods and culinarian? The whole point of the scene is that this is a cultural clash. And also, they completely missed the whole point of the electrope thing. He said even if you didn't know how it worked, all you needed to do was press a button. They completely got rid of that part. It's like you didn't need to know how electrope worked, you just pressed a button and there you go, there's fire. That's the important part. Also, they just made up all of this, like, relying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now on you and everyone else. And that's just so, like, poorly written? You can always tell when a line in the English is made up. when it's just like completely dog shit writing. But why? Why is he saying gods? There's supposed to be a cultural clash. Oh, and hey, remember that Kolomae thing? They didn't even try and translate it. They didn't even try and translate it. Name the gods. Miles, Coltrane, the list could go on. You still love tacos, I hope. Heh, you ate so many when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards. Complete bullshit. Remember that? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. So the whole konomae thing was the most important part of that line. You have to make that work. You can't just ignore it. That's your job as a translator. Saying remember that does not get across the meaning at all, where the father is saying like, oh, it was just the other day. Like, that's difficult. Making that konomae thing read in English is difficult. But you need to at least try, otherwise you just end up with no, not really. Instead of konomae te arekara yeah, like you got the whole point of the line is this konomae te arekara san もう30年経ってるんだよ、父ちゃん。Also, wait a second. They didn't even translate the other most important part of the line. That was 30 years ago for me. They completely got rid of, like, the actual, like, sad, kind of heartbreaking part of the line, which was him saying, like, I'm older than you now. In, like, a somber tone. You can't just ignore stuff when you're translating. They just completely got rid of that sentence. Literally, you just... What? You just literally got rid of it. You just entirely got rid of Toshimo. Ore no hou ga ue ni nachimatta. What are we fucking doing, bro? Hey, how are you guys are talking about it? You're having a hard time since coming back from the dome? Yeah. What's going on?
実は似たような悩みを持つ移住者のためにリの飲酒道のもと支援団体を作ったんだ。そこでならドームの外で生きていくための知識も学べるぜ。
I don't know what you want to do for what? Ri no inju? Oh god. Okay, we've set up like a support group for immigrants with similar situations under the what, Institute of, I guess that's knowledge you would have to go with. If you go with like Institute of Reason, that's gonna sound like total shit. There you can learn the skills you'll need to survive, you know, to live outside the dome.
久しぶりの環境に戸惑うこともあるかもしれないけど、その団体を使って 負担を減らせねえか試してみてくれよ。
I understand that you might be... confused being in this? Or it's like, confused, disoriented maybe? Coming back after so long, but... Please see if that, group can help, lighten the load.
そりゃあ、ありがたい。そういうことなら家族も呼んで一緒に参加してみますよ。
I wouldn't be surprised if they said some bullshit like that. But, notice that even if that was somehow magically the case, if creative writing in your own language is the important part, is this well written? No. No, it isn't. The original is well written. The original is good. Even if that was true, which it isn't, they're bad at that. Like, that... I understand that I'm kind of harping on this here, but I mean, just look at the two dudes. The point is that this guy on the right is solemnly saying, like, you know, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, Dad? It wasn't just the other day, it was 30 years ago. I'm older than you. Like, that's a pretty fucking important line. You can't just go, ooh, I'm just gonna get rid of that and just leave it to visual context to say that the son is older than the father. The explicit statement of, like, that sort of grief is pretty important. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that they would say something like, oh, the most important thing isn't Japanese knowledge, it's creative writing, because clearly they don't understand Japanese. Like, they don't fucking know how to read. For the most part. It doesn't surprise me that they would think total bullshit like that. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Then I'll bring my family over and we'll go there together. And also, the whole gods thing there. Like, having the dude from Toraora, or from Alexandria, speak just like people from Toraora, and say things like, oh, gods, what do I do? Is a failure of creative writing. Alexandria is a completely different place. In the Japanese, he clearly talks like a fish out of water. In the English, he just sounds like any other person from Toraora. Oh, hey. I was, just about to go... This is like I was gonna, go looking for you. Oh, if you were gonna get something to eat, let me join you. I could use a break. I'll take a break and join you. We finally got to have the tacos. Oh man. The tacos here really are amazing. I really like Dawn Trail. Like, most of the complaints that I've heard in English are not things that I would describe as being problems in the original. Yeah. What have you been up to? What, you could say adventuring with, like, what, with my alpaca? I'm gonna say yeah, Arcadia. Whoa.
アレクサンドリアの闘技場か。だったら強い奴らと手合わせしてまた腕を上げたんじゃないか?
Oh, you've been in the arena in Alexandria, so you've been, what, training your skills against some, like, really strong opponents?
王宮でセーブをこなしながらその合間に街を歩いてみんなに声をかけててさ。
What I've been doing. It's like I've been handling all of, like, my official duties at the palace, but in between, I've been walking around town and talking to the people.
政策を考えるのはコーナ兄さんの方が得意だからみんなが何に悩み何を求めているのか聞いて回っているんだ。
The main things
武王の仕事じゃねえしな。
the main things that are fucked up that really make this expansion fun in the Japanese versus the English is that you're treated with proper respect in the Japanese. You're not treated as a subordinate to Wuklamot in the slightest. You're a mentor. Like, the characters and Wuklamot herself constantly, like, credit you. They hype you up like crazy. The whole vow of reason and resolve thing is just, like, total nonsense. It's bull and deal. It's a, like, diarchy, a united kingdom with a two-headed king. And so you've got, like, the scholar king and the warrior king. The whole vow thing is very stupid. Like, they're just called princes, and like, Wuklamot is a princess, not a, like, promise. It's, the whole, like, promise naming convention is just really weird. And made up for no good reason. It's rough. Kona is better at coming up with policy, so I've been going around asking people about any problems that they might be having. I mean, after all, like, the warrior king's only job isn't just to fight.
で、お前を呼びに行こうとしてたって話なんだけど。
Yeah. And so, yeah, about why I was wanting to talk to you.
コーナ兄さんと私、つまりトライオラの連合からオレオに話しておきたいことがあってな。よかったら今から王宮まで来てくれねえか。
Kona and I, it's like the diarchs of Toraiora. Something we want to talk to you about. If you don't mind, if you have the time, would you come to the palace now?
ありがてえ。それじゃ用事が終わったら王宮まで来てくれ。イサムレ隊の衛兵が案内してくれるはずだ。
Once you're ready, once you've done everything, it's just like once you're ready, come to the palace. I would say probably the biggest thing, though, really is just the way that people talk to your character. Like, Guru Jaja doesn't say that you're supposed to be attending Wuklamot. You're placed in a leadership position. Like, you're placed in a strictly superior position to Wuklamot. Whereas the English constantly calls you, like, an attendant. Like, calling you a subordinate to her. which would really piss people off, I would imagine, and it did. Like, you're the fucking warrior of light. Also, just Wuklomat's personality is just massively flattened.
つまり
She's a very fun character.
ようこそ、オレオ様。コーナ様に緊急の案件が入ってしまったため、恐れ入りますが、お見えになるまでし。
Okay. Yeah, like, Wuklomat isn't dumb. She can be a little bit, like, ignorant or naive, but she's not stupid. There's a very big difference.
お前らも来てくれたんだな。
Oh. You guys are here too.
ええ、コーナに招集されたのよ。まあ、そうでなくても、最近はしょっちゅう彼と顔を合わせてるんだけど。
Oh yeah, Cole is here, well... I mean, even if he hadn't, we've been running into him all the time.
国交を結んだラザファンとの関
Lately.
係をより強固なものとするため、かの国の文化やあり方を学びたい。そう壊れれば、断るわけにはいかないさ。
That's a complaint that I saw, like, even in the Japanese, that some of the members of the Dawn didn't really get to do that much. But I would say that for me at least, personally, the framing of the story allowed for the members of the Dawn to be kind of in a similar position to you, where, like, you're all just kind of these legendary heroes that are pretty much on vacation. You're treated like the threats that you are. I mean, after all, yeah, but to strengthen our relationship with Lazahan, who we've established diplomatic relations with, I want to learn as much as I can about their nation and culture. And after him, like, you know, after him asking like that, there's no way we could possibly refuse.
俺とクルルもリオに呼ばれたんだ。
One
そ
second.
れまではバルデシオン委員会の仕事を黄金鏡に関する情報をまとめててさ。
Oh, never mind. I thought I had gotten an important call, but it was just spam. The Sage King called. Or the Scholar King. God, I'm really thrown off today. We're, like, summoned here by the Scholar King. Yeah, Kururu and I were summoned here by the Scholar King as well, yes. Okay, they're just kind of recapping. They've been doing, Baldesian Committee work. Compiling information about the, City of Gold.
20年前、ガラフおじいちゃんが引き受けた黄金鏡の調査。それを受け継ぐ形で報告書を作成しているところよ。
They're all 20 years ago. Grandpa Gorofu began the investigation into the City of Gold. So I'm, following his lead and finishing a report. You know, carrying on that task. inheritance.
ちなみにサンクレットとウリエンジェはトラル大陸を巡る旅を続けるとかでこの町を離れたわ。
Okay, and Thancred and Urianger have already left the city to keep going on their journey across Tyrol.
それからヤシュトラも世界を超える方法を究明するために黄金鏡の扉とリビングメモリーを調べるって何日か前にコーナに許可をもらいに来てたの。
Okay, Yashtola is, what said she was going to be investigating, or like researching the gate to the City of Gold and living memory in order to try to uncover a means of traveling between worlds. Might say traverse. Oh, she came here to get permission from Kolna a couple of days ago.
預かってる鍵についてもいずれは調べるつもりだって言ってたわよ。
She said she was going to be looking into that key you were holding on to.
あの目、かなり本気だったわね。長時間付き合わされるだろうから、覚悟をしておいた方がいいんじゃないかしら。
Okay, it's like what, she was, what, like dead serious. It's gonna be a while, so you better be ready. Like, once she's... Okay, so they're setting up the later patch. She's saying, like, once she gets down to it and you guys start looking into that key, you're gonna be stuck with Yoshola for a while. Uh-oh.
スティニアンは相変わらずさ、ふらりと姿を消して、今はどこで何をしているのやら。
Stinian is the same as always. He, like, yeah, disappeared without a trace, and we've got no idea where he is or what he's up to. My apologies for keeping you all waiting.
お気になさらず。おかげでみんなの近況を知ることができてもの。
Don't worry about it. That's more like don't mind, I guess. Thanks to that we were able to catch up with everyone.
それで要件は集まれたのはこの面々だけだけど、ほっと足りるかしら。
So what is this about? And hopefully, honestly, this statement, like this kolomemen dake do. I don't really think this is a thing that you say in English. It's weird. I mean, she's basically saying, like, Orientia, Thancred, Yashola aren't here, so hopefully you didn't need them. Pretty much.
今回、皆さんをお呼びしたのは、神聖アレクサンドリア連王国にまつわる相談があるからです。
Well, the reason I've gathered you all here is that I have something to discuss regarding the new... United Kingdom of Alexandria?
近く、ソリューション9で、リオスフェーンの国葬を執り行うそうでしてね。グルージャとあちらの政府から、3列を請う書状が届きました。
I'm sorry, why are we writing that out as gabamento? I mean, I understand, actually. Okay. Hold on, never mind. I walked this back. It makes a lot of sense for them to be doing that because the whole point is that Alexandria is supposed to be completely fucking different from Toraora. So it does make sense they would use the term government like gabamento instead of like what seifu. That does make sense as much as I hate to admit it. Oh, what, a state funeral for Queen, the Scholar King Sphene is going to be held in Solution 9. We received letters of invitation from both the government and Gurucha.
ヤースラに荒野をめぐる諸問題も含めて両国間には解決すべき課題が多いのも事実ですが、経緯を考えれば断る理由は見当たりません。
God damn, okay. Well, it's true that there are many unresolved issues between our two nations, including what those... What, like, surrounding or, like, concerning the Yasurani Desert. Given the circumstances, I see no reason for us to refuse.
他の国ではレギュレーターで死の記憶を消されるのが常だった。それなのに、葬儀の風習が廃れず、残っていたのか?
Huh. Yeah, in that nation, memories of death were erased with regulators, and yet... somehow they're... like... funerary customs didn't die out, but instead persisted.
オブリビオンが過去の記録を掘り起こしたそうです。サンドリアにも昔は葬儀の風習があったらしく、それで王を弔ってはどうかとガバメントに提案したのだとか。
Okay. Oblivion, dug up some historical records. Apparently in the distant past, Alexandria observed their own, funerary customs, however... Or, no, not however. They proposed to the government that they, mourn the queen in that manner.
あいつららしい気遣いだよな。
God, I hate these sort of lines. I mean, whatever, just like them, isn't it?
アレクサンドリアではもう死者の記憶が失われない。民のほとんどが今初めて死ってものと向き合ってるんだ。どうにか助けになりてえって気持ちがあるんだろうさ。
Yeah, in Alexandria now, the memories of the dead will no longer be lost. For most of the people there, this is the first time they've ever had to face the concept of death. So it's like I guess Oblivion really wanted to do something to help them.
スフェーン王が記憶から作り出されたものだったにせよ、彼らにとって大きな支えだった。失った悲しみは深いはずよ。
Even if Queen Sphene was created, was like an artificial being created from memories, She was like a great... 使えだった. Or a great source of comfort for them, or was their strength, maybe? You know, they must really be in... what, like great pain?
A そこで、今回の国葬を契機に、皆で悲しみを乗り越えようとしているのでしょうね。
So then with this, like, state funeral, I suppose they're trying to overcome that grief.
正直、参加するべきか迷ったけど、私は行くぜ。グルージャの後見人だからってこともあるけど、きちんとけじめをつけておきて。
You know, honestly, I was torn about whether or not I should go, but I'm going. Yeah, what? Hmm. けじめをつける. Ah, what's the term for that in English? It's like, what, part of it is because I'm Kurush as Guardian, but also, like, okay, this Kijime wo tsukeru. In this situation, or in this context, I believe, is to, like, take responsibility, right? Like, to... You know, because it's sort of like, we're the ones who killed her. I don't know, I think you might just say, this is something I need to do. No, the Guardian thing was before.
皆さんを呼んだのは、参列の意思を伺うためです。
Like, as in literally being his like,
他でもない、あなた
not
方の
parent,
から
but guardian. Responsible for him. I called you all here to ask if you'd like to attend. I'm not dropping any frames. Might be YouTube. Just, yeah, after all, you were the ones... It's like you were the ones who were there in her final moments. This, like... Saigo ni miyokutta is more like, you know, sent her off. This isn't like this... I probably in English would go with, like, there in her final moments. Okay. Your options are, I should be there. Even now, I'm wondering if there was some other way. Like, we were, like, her enemies. I shouldn't be there. We were enemies. I shouldn't be there. I mean, I think it's like I should be there.
I を撃ったからこそってわけだな。だが、それはお前だけが背負うものじゃねえと思う。
Honestly, this is probably because we killed her. But, you know, that's not a burden you have to bear on your own.
相談なんだが、
It's like you, probably, then, because it's, yeah,
隣国の王である
you don't have to bear it on their own.
参加させてもらえないか。お前には民の様子を見守りながら個人として忍んでほしいんだ。
Huh. Yeah, like, this is not... this is the sort of thing where... Pokemon isn't dumb. It's like, so, I have a request. I want to attend as a public representative of... Toraora. Like, as the like, king, queen of its neighboring nation. But I'd like you to be there, just as an individual, and see how the people are doing.
あなただけでなく、私たちも参列すべきではないでしょうね。理由はどうあれ、アレクサンドリアから王様を奪ったことには変わりないもの。
But I think we should be there as well, not just you, or whatever our... Oh wait, no, that's like should... No, yeah, it's should be there. Never mind. Fucking MTL throwing me off. Whatever the reasons may be, it's true we... like, took Alexandria's queen from them.
ただ、彼女を忘れるわけにはいかない。だから、共に見届けさせて、あなたの隣で。
But we can't forget her, or we shouldn't forget her. Yeah, so please let us be there with you.
よし、決まりだな。まずは、グループ。
Okay. This is all just directions now. We're going to the back room, meet Guruvisha. We're back to politics. Umstiv? What? What? Crossroads? It's just called Crossroads? But... the... Yeah, the Japanese really was like... The unknown part of that is kind of more important, I think. Probably. Shit. It's the other way around. God damn it. The music in this zone is so comfy. Wait a minute. I completely passed the entrance. I'm very distracted today.
"あんたのことは通すよう言われている。奥の部屋へ行くのか?" オレオに、ラマチも、みんな、葬儀のために来てくれたんだね。
Oh, Legiate, Damacy. You're all here for the funeral.
ああ、ただし、正式に参列するのは私だけだ。他のみんなは見届け役ってところかな。
Yeah, but I'm the only one who's going to be, officially attending or, like, officially participating, I guess. And everyone else, well, I guess you can say they're just here to watch over
それ
things.
はそうと、前の訪問から少し時間が空いちまったが、何か困ったことは起きてないか。
Anyway, it's been a while since I've, since my last visit. Has anything been bothering you? Anything? It's more like if there've been any problems.
大丈夫だよ。さっきまでシェールに色々と教わっていたところ。
I've been okay. I've been learning a lot from, Shale.
キープの機関システムや機械兵について父さんから受け継いだ力をまさしく扱えるようになりたくて。
Yeah, about the, Keeps or systems, or system, rather, the android soldiers. I want to be able to properly use the, power? It's more like the authority, really. I inherited from my dad.
そうか、勉強を頑張ってるんだな。王級特製のガトーショコラを持ってきてるから、後で食べるといいぜ。
So you've been really studying then? That's great. It's like what I brought some special chocolate cake from the, Royal Palace, so you can have it and feel free to have some after.
葬儀の方も僕たちには初めてのことだから一緒に参列できるなら安心だよ。
Thank you. For the funeral, this is the first time doing this, so I'm glad you'll be here.
アレクサンドリアの葬儀はどんな作法なの？私たちの世界では花を手向けるのが一般的なんだけど。
What's the, etiquette for an Alexandrian funeral, or... that's not really etiquette, like, what's the... I guess you might say, like, how does a Alexandrian funeral go? Yeah, in our world, it's customary to... give flowers?
こちらも同じですよ。過去の記録から死者の弔いに喧嘩していったことが分かって、参列者には花を配布することになりました。
It's the same for us as well. Historical records indicated that flowers were given to honor the dead, so we chose to distribute flowers to those attending.
共造世界とはいえ、元は同じ世界が分かたれたものだから、もしかしたら古代にルーツがある風習なのかもしれないわね。
Yeah, like this is why mirrored world or like mirror world is definitely better than reflection. It's like, yeah, even though it's a mirror world, since it's what all of them were originally split off from what was once one world, so maybe the custom has its roots in ancient times. Yo, what up? That's hard. That's hard. I don't know, this isn't really like lost people. You might say like, you might actually translate this one to just like the lost. Oh, English is Alexandria mourns. Great. Instead of just like, the point is about them feeling like lost and confused.
献花用の花はガバメントが配ってるんだって。そろそろ受け取りに行こうと思うんだけど。
Okay, the government is handing out the, like flowers for the funeral. Just going to go get them soon.
葬儀の前にリオウの補佐官と話をしておきたくて、トライオラの王宮に3列を追う書状を出してきた人物さ。
Wait, what? Aid? Who? Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. I was just forgetting context. Okay, before the funeral, I wanted to have a word with the... This is like the late Scholar Queen's aide, who sent the letter to the palace requesting our
補
attendance.
佐官は確かゴッサンって名前だったはずだ。みんなでフラク
Yeah,
シーパークに
I
行ってみ
believe
ようぜ
that it was named Gosan. Okay, Praxis Park. Yes. Oh my god, there's so much potential side dialogue.
スフェーンが町へ出て民に寄り添うことができたのも、補佐官。
魂資源の配給は現
Oh my god, there's so much potential side
在
dialogue.
から葬儀はこの建物で行うみたいね。設営の準備をしている。
今後の国交を考えれば、ラマチが葬儀にさ。
I'm just kind of skimming those to see if there's anything particularly important.
おや、あなた方は、もしや
Oh, I believe you
私
all
は
are.
トライオラの部をウクラマと国葬への招待、心より感謝する。
I'm the warrior king of Toraora Wuklamat. My thanks for the invitation to this, what, state funeral?
おお、やはり、以前も遠目にお姿を拝見しておりましたが、こうして直接お会いするのは初めてですな。
As I thought. I had seen you from afar on occasions, but this is the first time we've met in person.
私は、リオの首席補佐官、ゴッサン。現在は亡きスフェーン様に代わり、政務を取り仕切らせていただいております。
Okay, I'm the, Scholar King's chief aide, Gosan, in place of the late Queen Sphene. I'm currently overseeing, state affairs, or government affairs, rather. Considering that they've been using
ここで
government.
花を配ってるって聞いたんだけど。
I heard you were handing out the flowers here?
ええ、あちらの窓口で配布しております。模章代わりのレギュレーターもそちらでお受け取りください。
Yes, we're distributing them at the counter over there. Yeah, please also take a, this is like, wait, more sure. What, they're having, like, regulators serve as, what, mourning symbols? I suppose? That's, like, that's a thing. Uh...
葬儀に参列するのに何か特別なレギュレーターが必要なのか。
Yeah, so, I'm really interested in what they did for this in English, because as far as I'm aware, that concept doesn't really translate very well. I don't know, like, I don't actually know that much about funerals in general. But they're saying that they were using regulators as a sort of, like, sign of mourning for people to wear. Not to be, like, they're not using them as regulators, they're using them as, like, the equivalent of wearing black or something like that, right? Yeah, signs of... I just didn't know if that was the actual term for them. Yeah, like wreaths, black clothes. That's basically what they were describing it as. Oh, they just didn't translate it at all. They just didn't translate it at all. Okay, but I need to go forward in a couple of lines. Yeah, it's like, oh, so we need, like some sort of special regulator to attend the funeral?
おっと、あなた方には馴染みがないのでしたな。着用を強制するものではありませんので、ご安心ください。
Yes, I believe this would be, what, rather unfamiliar to you. Rest assured, you are not required to wear them.
聞くところによると、昔のアレクサンドリアにおいては、国葬の際に模章をつけていたそうなんです。
What, from... Okay, yeah, so from what we heard... I wouldn't really call it an improvement. Yeah, in the past in Alexandria, people would wear, what, like, signs of mourning for state funerals. It's like... Yeah, so, like, the dictionary definition for this term, Mosho, is like, you know, like a black symbol, like a ribbon or some type, like an armband, something to indicate mourning. Ah. So they, yeah, okay.
そこで、外装を黒く塗ったレギュレーターをつけてはどうか、という意見がありましてな。
Okay, therefore, it was proposed that, what, in that place we wear, or like, as such we might wear, like, black, like, yeah, black regulators in their place.
まだ十分な量を用意できていないのですが、順次配布を行っているところです。
We have not yet been able to prepare a sufficient quantity of them. However, we are distributing them as they become available. So, here they say the flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder. Do you see where we are? Why is this man saying yonder? Why? There are fucking flying cars running around. Why is he saying yonder? Alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? We didn't translate the whole mourning thing. Rest assured they are not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. Not what he really said. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. So, why did you have him leave out the whole, like, mourning symbol thing from the start? Like, what are we doing here, man? You just made it sound like you just straight up said, like, oh yeah, they're just straight up regulators. And then only later kind of catches himself.
なるほど、模章化。
Yes, so you would say like signs of mourning.
大事なのは、スフェーン様のことを忘れないという気持ち。レギュレーターはつけずとも、ぜひ、その思いを胸に、花を手向けていってください。
What really matters is what the desire to not forget. Queen Sphene, even if you do not wear a regulator, I ask that you keep that thought in your hearts as you offer your flowers.
わかった。
Alright.
葬儀は、間もなく、このホールの入り口で行われます。花を受け取られましたら、そちらの方へどうぞ。
Okay, the funeral will take place shortly. The, entrance to this hall. Okay. I will refrain. There was something that I thought that was funny, but I will refrain. No, it wasn't the models being copy-pasted.
今ここに集まった人々はそれぞれ違うふるさとを持っています。
All of us gathered here today are... Well, it's like those of us gathered here today would come from different... Or you would say like call different places, lands, home.
あるものはアレクサンドリアが、またあるものはトライオラが祖国でありました。
And for some, that home is Alexandria, for others, Toraiola.
その両者が出会い、誕生したのが神聖アレクサンドリア連王国。若い世代にとっては、それこそが唯一のふるさとでありましょう。
It was these two coming together. It was through the, union of these two that the new kingdom, the new united kingdom of Alexandria was born. But for the younger generation, this is their one and only home.
このように出自からして異なる我々が 雷鳴が絶えず響く障壁内の限られた世界でなぜ共存してこられたのでしょうか。
How is it that what we from or it's like, yeah, as we are from such different lands, how did we manage to coexist within this, like within the confines of the barrier with what thunder constantly overhead?
そうです。リオ・スフェーン様が皆をまとめてくださったおかげでしょう。
Yes, it was thanks to the scholar King Sven, what bringing us all together.
彼女の優しい笑顔に励まされ、生きる活力をもらった人は数知れません。
It's what, through her, like, gentle smile, countless people, you might say countless people or countless of us, found the strength to live on.
残念ながらスフェーン様は消え去ってしまわれた。しかしそれでも私たちは覚えています、彼女のことを。
Regrettably or unfortunately, Sven is now gone. However, even so, we still remember her.
故に今は共に祈りましょう。古きアレクサンドリアの伝統に立ち返り、残されたものとして死者の眠りが安らかであるようにと。
And so, let us now pray. What? Like... In English, you would probably have to make this all one long sentence. It's like, let us now pray. Like, in the ways of... like, the Alexandria of old. Or, like, in the ways of the, like, the ancient traditions of Alexandria. What, that the dead or the departed may rest in peace.
そして未だ心に残る彼女との思い出を胸に刻み、明日へと継承してゆこうではありませんか。
What, let us... I guess you would say, like, either cherish or, like, engrave the memories of her that remain within our hearts and carry them forward into tomorrow. Hey, notice the asta. This is a thing that is used a lot in the game, the metaphorical tomorrow. I believe, what, in the new expansion, they translate a phrase that's like the end of tomorrow? When it's like Asanohate or something like that, as solstice? There's a thing that they've been doing for like the entire game, this metaphorical usage of tomorrow to mean the future. Solstice. It's in 7.5. Yeah.
そうは言っても、この先どうすれば。
It's like after all, I said all that, but really, what do we do? Oh yeah, I glanced over at the English, and his speech is complete bullshit in the English, of course. They keep going on about, like, all the good she has done for us, make her memory guide us unto the morrow. The morrow? Guide us? What the fuck are you talking about? No. It just said keep her memory with us, and carry the memory into tomorrow. They're not, like, trying to whitewash fully here. That's not the point. Nuance is dead. And so, Sphene went above the clouds. Hey, again, notice, remember why, like, they just translated this to the cloud, like the computing term, whereas the Japanese uses kumo no ue as a, like, reference to the computing cloud, but not just, like, straight up that, where it's also a term for, like, heaven. It's also a term for heaven. Instead of just saying the cloud. Above the clouds.
そうよ。それなのにまだ覚えてるなんて不思議ね。
Yeah, that's right, but but it really is strange, isn't it, that we still remember her.
僕、スフェーン様に会いたい。だって悲しい時はいつもスフェーン様が話し相手になってくれてたんだもん。
I want to see Sphene again. And whenever I was sad, she would listen to me. This is like she would be there to talk to me.
覚えてるのに会えないだなんて絶対変だよ。
It's weird. There's something wrong. Ah, 絶対変. I don't think you want to say, like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, I remember her, but I can't ever see her again. It's like, can't ever, that's also a bit of an overstep. This is a weird thing for someone to say, making it difficult to translate.
会えないわ。きっとそれが死んでしまうということなの。
Yeah, it's like, you can't see her again. That's what it means to die.
でもそれじゃ僕たちどうなるの？このままずっと寂しいままなの？
This isn't right? Maybe. But then what do we do? Are we just going to be sad forever?
実際これからどうなるんだろうな。
I really wonder, what do we do? It's like, what's going to happen to us?
この先の生活が不安で仕方ないよ。
It's like we owe everything to Sven. I really am. Or it's like, how could we not be, you know, anxious about what's gonna happen next? Hey, remember why it's like lost people? Hey, remember how the name of the quest was like The Lost People? Or just like, I would probably just translate this quest name to The Lost. Instead of Alexandria Mourns. But it's... It's like it's... But because I'd still just remember, you know, all too clearly that she was here. If if we had forgotten it all, maybe we could have figured it out on our own. Maybe. That was a little bit rough.
トライオラに移住した方がいいかもな。荒野を歩いて渡るのは大変そうだが、それでも先行き不安なこの国よりは。
Maybe we should move to Toraora too. Crossing the desert seems like, you know, would be hard, but it's like better than gambling on the future here.
FFXIVって部族の思想にこんな言葉があるんだ。
Yeah, like, it's well written. It's good. Hey, so the Yokofui have, like... I don't know, I guess you'd say like the Yokofui have this saying.
人が死ぬのは肉体的な終わりを迎えた時じゃない。誰かの心から忘れ去られた時だって。
Yep. But people don't die when they're... But bodies meet their end. What they only die when they're forgotten from the hearts of all. I don't know if it's really like all because it's dareka no kokoro kara.
なら、スフェーンについてもそう考えられねえか。お前が覚えてさえいれば、肉体や魂はなくても、心の中であいつの命は続いてくって。
Like, could you think about Sven the same way? So long as you remember her, like, even without a body, without a soul, she still lives on in your heart.
中で生きてても結局もう会えないんでしょ。だったらきっと寂しくなるよ。
You live on in my heart, but I still won't ever be able to see her again. This is hard. Like, I don't know, it's like I'd still just be sad. I don't know, you might even go with like, that wouldn't make me any less sad. Hey, you wanna... This one really matters. We brought this up when the Yokofue stuff was mentioned before. But their fundamental misunderstanding of what the point of this whole belief system is really... It bothers me quite a lot. So, in times like this, I take comforts in the belief of a Torali people called the Yokofue, not what you said. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. That is not an equivalent translation for what they said. People don't die. The whole concept of when their bodies meet their end. You can't use the word death here. Death isn't the end. What do you mean, death? The word death is not used. That's the point. The whole point is not using the word death. People do not die when their bodies meet their end. They die when they are forgotten from the hearts of others. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die is not what is said. These are not equivalent concepts. If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you. That's, again, you're downplaying it. You're not actually treating it like a legitimate philosophy. Also, what do you mean, I don't want to think about that? What the kid actually said was, you know, she'll live on in my heart, but I still wouldn't be able to ever see her again, right? They aren't actually treating this concept from the Yokofue as a legitimate form of life. They're downplaying it. They're going like, oh, what a nice little thing to think about, instead of describing it as a legitimate concept of life and death. Which just weakens it. If that's just how I'm going to feel, then I'd rather send my memories up above the clouds. Hey, they didn't translate this either. They fundamentally do not understand these concepts at play here. Notice the kid said, I'd rather send my memories, the memories above the clouds. This is, like, the Japanese script actually has these people from different cultures use this different terminology and genuinely mean it. The English just says, I wish I could just forget. No! The people of Alexandria do not think of that as forgetting. The memories still exist, they're above the clouds. They aren't gone. They don't think of that as... that's not forgetting. They're sending them away. For later.
押し付けるつもりはなかったんだ。お前らなりのやり方でいいからさ。スフェンのこと見送ってやってくれよ。
Sorry, I wasn't trying to force anything on... Or I didn't mean to force anything on you. So please, in your own way, just... give Svina, like, a proper goodbye.
Yeah, やっぱりそう簡単には受け入れられねえよな。どうにかしてみんなが前向きになってくれたらいいんだけどよ。
I guess they really can't accept it that easily. Easily. I hope we can find some sort of way to... Or just, I wish there was some way to... Or like, get them back to thinking positively.
社に対する気持ちの整理もそうだけど、利用を失ったことによる生活の不安も問題よね。
It's... Okay, this is like, it's not, just about sorting out their... Or like coming to terms with Sven's death, but... everyone's really anxious and worried about what to do after, losing the Scholar Queen. Scholar King, Scholar Queen, I don't know what the fuck to do, honestly. It's like, as their neighbors, we'll do our best to, support them, but...
What's wrong,
Guruja?
さっきの話、死んだ人のことを覚えてるのと覚えていないのってどっちが幸せなのかな。
About what you were talking about. These sort of things are difficult. It's like... when it comes to, like, thinking, like, people who have died, I wonder which is really happier, to remember them or to forget.
僕は父さんのことを覚えてる。だからこそ名前を聞いたりすると今も胸が痛いんだ。
I remember my father. That, that's why. I'd still feel like this. I still feel this pain in my chest whenever I hear his name.
フェン様だって同じだよ。思い出すたび、もういないんだ。寂しいなって。
And it's the same for Sven. When I remember her, she's gone. Or it's like I realize she's gone. It's so sad.
けど、母さんのことは何も知らない。知らないから寂しいって思うこともない。
But I don't know anything about my mother. And because I don't, it's like because I don't, I'm not sad.
I 僕は父さんたちのことを覚えていたいけど、どっちが幸せかって言われたら わかんないよ。
Yeah, I want to remember my dad, but like if you ask me what if or if you ask me which one would make me like what would make me happier, I just don't know. It's not really like better necessarily. Like what would be better? Would it be better to forget or not?
ちょっと場所を変えましょうか。
Let's go somewhere else. The thing that I was thinking was when they showed that first scene with the big funeral, there were a whole bunch of people that were basically off in a side alley who they were off in like these side wings here who could not see shit that was going on. They were just staring at a wall.
さて、ここでなら周りの迷惑にならないわよね。グルージャの話を落ち着いて。なあ、グルージャ。そもそもの話なんだが、お前の母親について知ってることは本当に何もないのか。
Hey, Guruja, do you really not know anything about your mother?
前にオブリビオンが機関システムに登録されてる国民情報を調べてくれたんだけど、マムージャ族は父さんと僕しかいなかったんだ。
Yeah, what? A little while back, Oblivion looked up the citizen records in the core system, and my dad and I were the only Mamusha.
みんなの記憶から消されちゃってたとしても、住人の記録には残ってるはずだよね。でもなかったから、それ以上はわからなくて。
Even if, they'd been erased, even if she'd been erased from everyone's memories, should have still been in the, like, citizen records, but since she wasn't there, that's all we could do.
そうは言っても、グル
That's all we
ージ
could
ャが
learn.
生まれてる以上、ドーム内のどこかにいたことは間違いないはずだよな。
Yeah, but since you were born, that means she has to have been here, like here in the dome somewhere. Okay, your options are what, like do another search, or Guruja, do you want to know about your mother?
僕、知らないままでいいとは思えないよ。自分の家族のことだもの。
Yeah, I don't think I should. I think you have to keep the double negative. It's like, I don't think I should not know anything about her. We're family, after all.
だから、もう一度調べてみたい。それで何もわからなかったら、諦めるよ。
So, I want to look again, and if I can't find out anything after that, I'll give up.
そっか、そうだよな。
Alright.
なら、私に手伝わせてくれ。
Then we'll help out.
私も、みんなはどうかしら?
Yeah, that goes for all of us. Or, yeah, then I'll help too.
ええ、僕のわがままにみんなを巻き込めないよ。そもそも葬儀のために来たんだし。
Well, no, I can't. This is this is my own problem, and after all, you were only here for the funeral.
俺たちがここに来たのは、アレクサンドリアの行く末を見守るためでもある。葬儀を見届けて、それで終わりってわけじゃない。
We were here to, observe, I guess you would say, the future of Alexandria, or maybe keep an eye on the future of Alexandria. That's not over, now that the funeral's done.
それに、グルージャの母親について知ろうとすれば、父親である武王ゾラージャを調べることにもなるでしょう。
Yeah, besides if we try to learn? Yeah, we were going to learn about your mother, that would mean we'd have to look into your father, Warrior King Zoraja, right?
目視したまま多くを語らなかった彼の足跡をたどることは、アレクサンドリアの今後にとって決して無駄ではないと思うわ。
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I believe that following, tracing the life of that man who said so little. Would be, in the best interests of the future of Alexandria. I don't know if that really made sense. It's saying, it's a good idea to actually look into Zoraja. He's a bit of an enigma, we should probably look into him.
わかった。それじゃ、お願い、手伝って。
Alright. Please, help. Whoa. Guruja's adventure. It's his big day. Yay. What? You changed this to In Search of the Past? But... Guruja no Boken.
記憶からも記録からも消された母親が、広範囲に聞き込みをするしかなさそうだから、手分けをして当たろう。
Yeah, a mother erased from both, memories and history. We'll have to... Oh god, we'll have to gather information, sure.
ソリューション9を担当するから、あんたは外、アウトスカーツを頼めるか?
Okay, outskirts, ask questions, alright, meet back up in the back room. Alright. 0 out of 3! My favorite quest design. Go out and talk to 3 people. Holy shit. They've done it again.
Zoraja に関わりのあるマムージャ族の女性? 知らないね。
If there was a Mamuja woman around, or associated with Zoraja, no, I can't say.
エバーキープの北にあった集落の連中じゃないか? ユエアワータってところさ。
Okay, if anybody knows anything, it's probably people village north of Everkeep.
昔、 集落の危機を
やった。
住人の大半が熱狂的な信奉者になったんだ。主張の名は確かカニロッカだったかな。
Okay. Long time ago, or a while back, yeah, it's a long time ago, Soraja saved the village from some sort of threat or crisis, and most of the residents became like die-hard followers of his. And their leader's name was Kaniroka, I think. Alright. I really should have unlocked flying. I will not do so, though.
マムージャ族の女性を知らないかって。今も昔もこの辺りにマムージャ族は住んじゃいないよ。
I know of any, like, Mamuja women? No, there's... Not now, not in the past, if any Mamuja lived here.
でもそういえば一度見かけたかな。障壁に閉じ込められる前、だいぶ昔のことだけどね。
Okay, but now that I think about it, you know, maybe I saw one once, like, what, before I was trapped here behind the barrier.
トラルユー連隊がこの辺りに行軍してきたことがあって、その一団の中にマムージャ族の女性がいたのさ。作戦完了後はみんなトライオラに帰還したはずだよ。
Okay, the Toral Braves once, like, what, marched through here, and there was a Mamuja woman in their ranks. Once their mission operation was complete, I believe they all returned to Toraora.
こっちに滞在を続けてたりしたら、私たちと一緒で障壁の中に閉じ込められてたかもね。
Okay, but if they had stayed here, they might have been behind the barrier. Okay.
Mamuja 族の女性、ああ、グルージャの母親のことを調べてるのか。
You're looking into
何にも知らないよ。
Guruja's mother. Sorry, I don't know
の
anything.
ことなら多少は昔親父から聞いた話なんだけどさ。
As for Zoraja, there's, you know, something I heard from my father a long time
この
ago.
物体が障壁に閉ざされるよりも前、トラルビドラールとかいう凶暴な魔物が現れたんだってよ。
Okay, before everything was shut off in the barrier, there was a monster called the ferocious monster, something called a Toral Vitoral.
で、そいつを倒すため、部下を大勢引き連れて現れたのがゾラージャ様だったって話。そんな時代からこの地に来てたんだな。
Okay, so it said that it was Zoraja who showed up with, like, a massive number of his, like, subordinates to defeat it. Yeah, I think he'd been, coming here since so long ago, I guess. Yeah, let's go back to the back room.
事情は聞きましたよ。グルージャの母親については以前にも調べたことがありますが、その時は何一つつかめませんでした。
Okay. Heard all the details. I looked into Guruja's mother before, but wasn't able to find anything.
あなた方が集めてきてくれた情報を加えて、何らかの糸口が見つかればいいんですが。
I hope with all of your, the information you've gathered, we can find some sort of clue.
いろいろ聞いてきてくださったみたいですね。それでは、持ち寄った情報を付き合わせて、
Okay, we're doing recap.
オレオさんが集めてきた情報によると、世界が交わる前にも、ゾラージャはこの周辺に来ており、その時の一団に、マムージャ族の女性がいたそうです。
Yeah, this is just straight up recap. There was a
来訪の目的は、
Mamuja woman in the group before there.
討伐。キープの北にある集落、ユーエア・アワータを襲った危機は、その出来事だったと見て良さそうです。
Yes, okay, so they were there to, kill the Toral Toral. That was the source of, this threat crisis that was threatening that village north of the keep.
討伐の後処理のために、イサム連隊の一部が現場に残り、そのまま不幸にもドームの中に閉じ込められた。ありえそうだな。
Okay, so some of the Braves remained at the scene to, deal with the aftermath and ended up getting trapped inside the dome. It's plausible.
北の集落に関する話は私たちも聞いたわ。10年ほど前までは人が暮らしていて、ゾラージャも定期的に訪れていたとか。
Okay, I heard about, that, northern village / settlement too. Apparently people used to live there until about, 10 years ago, and Zoraja would visit it regularly.
信奉者が多く集う場所なら、計りごとも容易だっただろうね。そして、九段のイサム連隊の女性も集落に残り続けていたなら、ゾラージャとの接点にもなり得る。
Okay, if it was a place where many of his followers gathered. That would have been a good place for, devising his plans, his plots. And if that woman was, a member of the aforementioned Braves regiment, that could have been a point of contact with Zoraja.
なるほど。ゾラージャはその集落で何をしていたんでしょうね。
Okay, so, but what was Zoraja doing in that village?
それについて手がかりがあるかもしれない。
Oh, about that we actually have a lead. A clue.
私とラハ君はゾラージャの足跡をたどるため、オリジェニクスに勤めていた研究者を訪ねたの。
Okay, in order to, trace Zoraja's path, steps, whatever, we visited a researcher who worked in Origenics.
20年近く前に同僚の何人かがゾラージャの命令でオリジェニクスから去った。そうよ。キープの外にある別の研究施設へ移動させられたんだとか。
Okay. He said that several of his, or some of, rather. Several, some, maybe. Yeah, several is probably more accurate for Nanninka. But his colleagues left Origenics on Zoraja's orders and were transferred to a different research facility outside of the Cape.
初耳ですね。キープ外の部王直轄施設というと、ヴァンガードがありますが、あそこは前哨基地ですし。
This is my first time hearing of this. If we're talking about facilities directly under the Warrior King's command outside of the keep, that would be there's Vanguard, but that's an outpost. Like a military outpost.
何らかの新兵器を開発していたらしい。それ以上のことはわからないそうだが。
Okay, apparently they were developing some sort of weapon. We don't know anything more than that. Or like they didn't know anything more than that.
情報ですよ。研究内容が極秘だとしても、その過程で必要になる資材は必ずキープ内のプラントで製造していたはずです。
No, that's incredibly valuable information. Even if the research itself was, like, top secret, any materials needed for that must have been manufactured within the Cape.
その運搬の履歴をたどれば、
Okay, so if we can trace the, like, any transportation logs. You might say transit records, rather.
と見つけました。
Found it.
幾重にも迂回して経路偽装してますが、大量の資材が例のユーエアーワータに流れてます。これは一集落にしては不自然なほどの量ですよ。
Even though, like, a roundabout route was taken to like disguise the path, a massive amount of supplies flowed from, or like were flowing into. Actually, Nagaretemos, I guess that's still going. Yuyawata? An unusual amount for a single village settlement.
ただ、ここ数年は動きがありませんね。おそらく現在は研究施設が稼働してないんでしょう。
Okay, no, so it was past. Okay. But there hasn't been any activity over the last few years. So, in all likelihood, this research facility is no longer in operation. Or it isn't currently operational. So, we know where this person who might be my mom was?
ああ、確定したわけじゃねえが、かなり有力だぞ。
Yeah, I mean, we don't know for certain, but it's pretty likely.
うわ、みんな、すごいね。母さんのこと、誰も覚えてないのに、そんな風に導き出せるなんて。
Wow, that's amazing. Even though nobody remembers my mom, you all figured it out.
一つ一つの話は曖昧でも、つなぎ合わせてみれば、何かが見えてくることもある。
It's like, what, even if every, like, little bit of information is vague, when you put the pieces together, you can sometimes see the, what, like, bigger picture, maybe?
記憶が焦ったとしても、その人が歩んだ道までは、決して消せないということさ。
歩んだ道。Path. You know, even if, as time passes and memories fade, like, the path a person walked cannot ever be erased.
俺は、そういう英雄譚をいくつも知ってる。
This Ayutan is... Ooh, this one's awkward. Cause Ayutan... Fucking? It's like, what, I can think of some heroes who prove that that's true, maybe?
というわけで、今からその集落に向かって研究施設を探してみねえか。
Alright, so, how about we, head to that village and try and find this research facility?
もちろんグルージャ、お前も一緒だ。
And of course, Guruja, you're coming with. Yay! Guruja gets to go on an adventure. Finally.
ユーヤーワータがある北岸地帯に向かうには、ホバーカーゴを使って湖を渡るのがいいでしょう。ドリフトダウンズの桟橋から乗ってください。
Okay. To get to the, northern shore with, where you, okay, they're just cross the lake using, hover cargo, drift downs, pier,
わ
sure.
かった。ありがとう、シェール。
Okay, thank you, Shell. Yay. I really should have unlocked flying. I despise it so much. Going through area by area and doing annoying little side quests. Just to unlock the ability to sometimes move slightly faster through a region. Please, I beg you, Square Enix, just make it work like it did in ARR. Once you finish the .0 story for an expansion, just give me flying in all of the zones. No, I understand that I could just do it off stream, but I don't want to. It's annoying and I don't like it. I would rather spend 2 hours grinding out a dungeon or something like that for a random piece of gear than spend 15 minutes unlocking flying in a single region. I cannot stand that sort of
カー
task.
ドに乗るんだね。僕、湖の向こう側には行ったことがないよ。
Okay, board the car from here. I've never been on the other side of the gate.
環境が大きく違うってことはないだろうな。野生の魔物もいるかもしれねえ。
You know, where it's still part of the same dome, so it should be more or less the same. There might be, monsters
私
about.
たちは安全を確保しながら進むから、グルージャは後ろからついてきてくれ。
Okay, we'll move forward while make sure it's safe, so Guruja, follow behind.
ダマチたちも気をつけて。
Okay, Damachi, be careful. Oh, this is a dungeon. Okay. This is a dungeon, apparently. Okay, well, in that case, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Alright. Was not expecting this. I'm back. Oh, hang on. What, it's like the... Ah, okay, so the dungeon name is like, what, the Abandoned... What, I guess you would be like the Abandoned Village of, or the Abandoned Land of Iuyawata. Something along those lines. Yeah, I mean, this seems good. These story ones, you really gotta do them with... You gotta do them with the NPCs. But at the same time, it does take forever. Whoa. Field station? Yeah, if my... It's like, what, if my dad came here, then I'm sure... What, like Alpino's healer AI is particularly bad? Oh no. Always has been? Oh no. Hang on, okay. In that case, do I want to just do this with people? Do I want to just do this with people then? Fuck. You know what? This has been a problem enough. This sort of thing has been a problem enough that fuck it, I'm just gonna actually screw this. I'm just gonna make a party finder. Screw it. I don't know if we actually have enough people available. But also, I don't particularly feel like taking 5 years to do this dungeon. Do we have one more? Wait, what the fuck is this? What is Dancing Green doing here?
ウェイってなんだあんただったか。こんなところで俺が黄昏てたなんて頼むから誰にも言わないでくれよ。パーティー野郎のイメージに関わるからな。実は俺この辺りで育ったんだ。
Oh, apparently he was born around here.
たまにここに来て瓦礫を拾いながら夢。
All right. He's like, yeah, don't tell anybody. It doesn't really line up with my, like, what, party animal image. Huh. But also in general, my mind is distracted. Because after stream, I'm gonna have to, like, fucking deep clean my apartment and everything, and I'm just, Yeah, whatever. Okay, in that case, here, I'll just queue us up. Wait, what is, hold on. Oh, okay. Here, sorry, let me remake. There we go. Same code. I've remade. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Thank you. Man, shut the fuck up. Yeah, this is about 1,000 times faster. Yeah, it's just better, man. Like, yeah, you miss out on a little bit of the flavor of playing with the NPCs, but they're so slow. Also, what is that, like, is that bell ringing noise coming from inside of the dungeon, or is that... Because I thought I had, like, all of the things you can hear from other players' stuff turned off. It's the weapon? What? Why the fuck would they make that? That sounds awful. Like... Why is that a thing that everybody has to hear? Oh, God. Shit, come on. Ah, okay. I kind of wasn't expecting it to be that big of an AoE. And there we go. Oh, it's all just... Okay, it's all just accessories and shit.
こんなところでどんな研究をしてたんだろう。
And what sort of research were they doing here? Like, we are missing out on... Oh, there's lore logs. Oh, there's fucking lore logs. I'll do the same thing, don't worry. Let's just go through. I'll do the same thing of going back. Afterwards. Why am I using AoE? Yeah, I'm not even gonna... I'm not even gonna bother. Kamiro.
研究にゾラージャ様に魂を捧げよう。
Give your souls to Zoraja.
でよ、スータの魂ども。
What souls? Whoa. I'm good. I took the dot penalty, unfortunately, but I figured it was better to tank a little bit of the dot than the whole ass bomb. I'm kind of surprised that I remembered that mechanic, considering how much I don't play this game. I'm just gonna prioritize not dying. Oh? Wait, he was saying something about there being like a seal? Oh, I'm gonna need to go back through those. It's that huge, like, vortex. Wait, does walking into that give you like a minus DPS penalty? Because I mean, that would make more sense as an actual punishment for fucking up a mechanic. Oh, there was no point in me using this.
気をつけて、向こうの様子が変だよ。うわ、すごい叫び声。もしかして中から何かが出ようとしてるの？
And something's coming out from that fuck huge vortex. That's exactly what he said, by the way. That was the exact wording that he used, and that's like... I think it's a very odd choice for them to have Guruja talk like that. I know nothing about this portion because I just asked for a thumbnail and Pika gave me one. So this has been very different from what I thought we were going to be doing today so far. What in the fuck is that thing? Toral Vidorare. Dinib. Okay. Apparently that's another one of the Toral Vidoral. Oh man, I cannot see shit on this. Like all the red effects just totally fuck me up there. Oh no! We appear to have lost our healer. Okay. Well, see ya. God damn it. Are we? Okay. Here, let me fuck off here for a second. Sorry about that. Wait a second. How exactly did we... Wait, Kazuya, how did you come back in the middle of that fight? Wait, does somebody have a LB res or something? Oh, Phoenix Downs. I completely forgot that that's a thing that you can do in the game. 100% completely forgot that's a thing you can do. Okay, so it is time for me to go back and check the actual dialogue. Okay, 1 second. Let me see these real quick. Okay. Hand over your souls. Oh, the seal that they were talking about was clearly just for that thing. There's a fan theory that this boss was transformed from Kafka's. That... I don't think that would make much sense. I don't know, maybe there's something in the, like the lore logs there to indicate that? Man, I keep calling them lore logs because of fucking GTFO. Where you hop onto the terminals in the things, and occasionally there's logs on the terminals that are just story information. We were playing a modded rundown the other day, where one of the, I open up a terminal, I check the logs, I see that there's a log on it, and it's titled BZZ, BZZ, BZZ.log, and was suspiciously large. And as I was already committed to opening it, I said, what if it's just the entire fucking B-movie script? And then it was the entire fucking B-movie script. Excellently executed gag.
これを思いついた人間は何もゾラージャー王が初めてではない。だが、これまで実行に移した者はいなかった。
Oh, okay. This is actually interesting. Injecting a monster soul into a human body. King Zoraja was not the first to conceive of such a thing, but until now, none had actually put it into practice. You say that's real. Yeah, that is real.
理由は明白、安全性と倫理面に懸念があるからだ。しかし、ゾラージャ王は人の可能性を阻むは悪とだけ語り、計画を推し進めるように命じられた。
The reason is clear, it's due to, safety and ethical concerns. However, King Zoraja simply stated it is, nothing, it is no more than evil, or it just is evil to hinder, people's potential, human potential maybe, and ordered that the plan proceed.
障壁の外へと打って出るため、軍備の増強に躍起だという。もし、この技術によって閉ざされた世界の外に行けるのなら、確かに挑戦する価値はあるのやもしれない。
Said that the warrior king is frantically, or is desperate to bolster the military and in order to break out beyond the barrier. If this technology truly is holds the means to venture out beyond the confines of this closed-off world, perhaps it is a, challenge worth undertaking.
「魂の器としての肉体は極めて繊細だ。人の魂を注入すれば器たる肉体の強化につながるのだが、異なる種である魔物の魂となるとそう簡単にはいかない。」
Okay, God, these are complicated. Okay, the human, the physical body serving as a vessel for the soul is exceedingly delicate. Infusing, or injecting, rather, a human soul serves to reinforce the body as a vessel. But it is not so simple, or the same does not apply when injecting the souls of monsters as an entirely separate species.
入念に記憶を漂白してなお、魔物の魂を注入すると精神性に影響が出てしまう。おそらく本能が消しきれていないのだ。
Okay, even if the memories are meticulously erased, bleached, injecting the subject with a monster's soul still results in an effect upon their mental state, or state of being. Perhaps their instincts have not been completely erased, or have not completely disappeared. Yeah, the victory song is a bit much. Hang on. We're just gonna sit here in total silence. If the subject merely became as fierce as a monster, that would be acceptable. However, if the, injected volume is too large, the body itself will undergo variation, kind of, I guess. For the time being, the challenge is determining the limit that can be injected while still, maintaining the subject's humanity. It's more while the subject remains, maintaining the subject as human, I guess. The problem here is that I'm saying human a lot, but they might be using things that are in universe are not technically considered human, or people. because they are just saying shito, but the problem is that they've pretty much exclusively used shito to refer to humans in the setting now, so that would be weird.
肉体の強化率は注入する魂の質に左右される。そこで強大な力を持つ魔物を厳選し、その魂を投じたのだが、たった一度の注入で被験者に肉体変異が生じてしまった。
Okay, the degree to which the body is enhanced is determined by the soul, like the quality of the soul being injected. Therefore, what careful measures were taken to select what souls with considerable power and infuse that soul into the subject, however, but with simply one injection of physical mutations began to occur.
中でも最悪のケースとなったのが被験者アティカスである。変異した肉体は元に戻らず、理性も喪失、完全な魔物と化してしまったのだ。
The worst example of this was the test subject Atticus, or like the worst case scenario occurred with the test subject Atticus. His mutated body could not be restored back to its original state, and he lost his sanity and became a monster.
本研究の最終目標は、種の限界を超えた魔物、ドラルビドラールの魂の利用だが、現況のままでは失敗は確実、発想の転換が必要だろう。
Okay, the ultimate goal of our research is the utilization to harness the soul of a Toral Vidral, a creature that has transcended the boundaries of its own species. However, as with things as they are now, failure is certain. As such, a change in perspective is necessary.
これまでの失敗が、魔物の魂の大きすぎる質量を、器である人の肉体が受け止めきれなかったためだと、するなら、器と中身を逆転させてみてはどうか。
The failures up until now have been the result of the human body as a vessel being unable to contain the overwhelming or like the mass of a monster's soul. However, what perhaps we ought to reverse the role of vessel and content and contents.
器となる魔物の記憶を消去した上で、記憶を漂白していない人の魂を投入するのだ。そうすれば強大な魔物の肉体を人の精神が支配できるのでは?
Okay. If we were to erase first we would erase the memories of a monster to serve as the vessel, then implant the memories. Implant the memories of implant a human soul whose memories have not been erased. In doing so, perhaps would like a human mind be able to control the body of an overwhelmingly powerful
こ
monster.
の素晴らしい仮説を考案してくれた部下こそ、人類初の栄誉を手にするべきだろう。早速準備しなければ、彼の魂を肉体から抽出するのだ。
And there you go. It's like, my subordinate who devised this brilliant idea is the first, to deserve the honor. We must prepare immediately and extract his soul from his body. Uh-oh. Maybe you should not have offered that, my guy. I mean, I imagine he didn't actually offer it. That's a brazen bull situation. I think that's all of them. I mean, wait, were those, like, logs the reason why people thought that it might be Kafka? Because that would not support that at all. Alright, I think that that's all of that. That... I really thought it was just sending me straight into the pit. I really thought that that jump thing was just sending me right into the pit. The trajectory there did not look like I was gonna stop.
獣はゾラージャ兄さんが討伐したって話だったけど、バリガルマンダみてえに封印しただけだったんだな。
Yeah, it's like, okay, they, said that, Zoraja had killed the beast, but just like with the Varigaramanda, you just sealed it away.
あの施設では人間の魂と記憶を魔物に移す研究をしていたようね。
Seems like that facility was, conducting research into transferring the human souls and memories into monsters.
わざわざこんな僻地に研究施設を置いたのも、このトラルビドラールを利用するためだったのね。
Okay, so they likely set up the research facility such a remote area specifically to make use of this Toral Vidoral.
封印した当時には思いもよらない利用法ではあったはずだけど。
Okay, of course they must not have thought of this use for it when it was sealed away. Oh, we haven't done one of these for a while.
というわけで、人格の崩壊を防ぐため、人の魂の方を獣の体に移したいのです。
And so, in order to prevent loss of, or like a total collapse of self, personality, I wish to transfer a human soul into a monster's body. Or into, like, the beast's body, rather.
トラルビドラールの力が利用できるのか?
In doing so, would you be able to, harness the power of the Toral Vidoral?
理論上は。まずは通常の魔物で実験を行いますが、ゆくゆくは強大な力を意のままにできるかと。
In theory, we'll begin our experiments with on ordinary monsters. However, eventually, what, we will be able to... Yeah, what, wield this immense power at will?
そうして魂を捧げた者はどうなる？
What will happen to those who, what, give up their souls?
人に戻れるわけでもなし、必要な犠牲と割り切るしかないでしょうな。その分、機械兵などよりも多くの戦果を期待できますよ。
There's simply no way for them to return to being human, so we'll have to simply think of it as necessary sacrifice. In exchange, however, we can expect far greater results than from, what, these android soldiers.
いいだろう。ならば早急に志願者を募り、実験を開始せよ。
Okay, very well. In that case, recruit. Or it's like find your... Yeah, recruit volunteers or candidates and begin the experiments.
かしこまりました。それでは、私は上の観測所へと戻ります。
Understood. Very well. In that case, I will return to the, what, observation post. What? So you approve his plan?
停車じゃ。今後はカニロッカの下につけ。
What? 停車じゃ? What, from now on you'll serve under, like as subordinate to Kaniroka?
お前は遊覧隊の中でも腕の立つ呪術医だった。その見識が実験に役立とう。
Okay. Amongst the braves, you are the most skilled. This is like... I guess you would just say healer, probably. I guess you would say. It's not quite healer, it's a bit of a different term that's like... almost like witch doctor, basically. But that knowledge will be useful for his experiments.
加えて、奴自身を監視する必要もある。よく見、よく働き、真実だけを俺に告げろ。
Furthermore, we must keep close watch. But he must, like a close eye must be kept on him. Watch closely, work. That's like, I guess diligently, even though it's both yoku. And report back to me nothing but the truth.
Jikken ni hantai ka? Yomo ya. Nimmu o hatasenai to demo.
Do you oppose the experiments, or perhaps do you think... Or it's like, perhaps can you not complete this, like, mission?
Yeah.
Or our mission, maybe? No.
障壁の中で生きていくにせよ、外に出ようとするにせよ、強い力は必要不可欠です。
Whether we live inside the barrier or out, what strength is needed to live?
頼れるもののない私たちは、多少強引な方法を使ってでも、それを獲得しなければならない。
As we have nothing and no one to turn to, we must secure that, or like obtain that strength for ourselves, even if it means resorting to it's like forceful methods, or almost, you wouldn't really say brutal.
命令はお受けいたしましょう。
They actually say Georgian? Again? Oh my fucking god, of course. Of course they did. Everybody talks the same. I'll accept this order.
実験が軌道に乗ったら報酬をいただけないでしょうか。
However, if the experiment proves successful, may I receive a reward?
何を望む？
What is it that you want?
トライオラでは手に入らないと思っていたものです。
What I thought I could never have
遠くにあって
in Torayora.
すら諦めていた。ですが今ならこの場所でなら
But so far away
ここで触れる
that I'd given up. Okay.
宮う
But
成
no.
果を収めたなら何であれ持っていくがいい。
Okay, so she was saying, like, something so far away that I had given up. Yeah, but here, in this place, what is now so close, I can touch it. You have very bad taste, lady. But if you achieve results, you may have anything you wish. The motteiku ga ii.
俺が求めるものは障壁の中にない。ここでは証明できない。
What I want is not within this barrier. I cannot prove it here.
お前の望む報酬がこの場にあるというのなら、どのみち俺にとっては価値のないものだ。
If what the reward you seek is here, then it has no value to me.
おい、大丈夫か？
Hey, you alright?
停車場。その人が僕の母さんかもしれないってこと？
Hey, Shaza. That... You're saying that might be my mom.
アウトスカーツの奴らが言ってた通り、ヤースラニ荒野にはマムージャ族がほとんど住んでなかったんだ。ドームの出現に巻き込まれた女性が何人もいたとは思えねえ。
Okay. Like that, guy in Outskirts said, there, basically no Mamuja in the Yasurani Desert. So I can't imagine there would be many Mamuja women who got stuck inside the dome.
ならやっぱり停車場がそうなのか。
No, the volunteer thing, the teishaja, they did say kare. So, that would not be the case. Yeah, no. Like in the log here saying like, oh, they... Like the subordinate came up with this amazing idea. Yeah, no, it was kare no tamashi. Yeah, it's specifically masculine. So it can't have been teishaja. So then it really was
カニロッカは去り際に
teishaja.
上の観測所と言っていたのよね。あの施設の上層にそういう場所があるのだとしたら、停車所さんに関する情報も見つかるかもしれないわ。
Kaniroka mentioned, what, upper observatory? Or observatory above? Observation booth, whatever. If a place like that exists in, like, the upper levels of the facility, then we might find information regarding teishaja there.
よし、行ってみようぜ。
Alright, let's go. Let's go check it out.
Ore はいいな。だって、もう会えない人の姿が見えるんだもん。
Wow, it's like what, I'm jealous or you're so lucky. I mean, you can see people that you can't ever meet again.
僕、ずっとマムージャ族の女の人を見たことがなかったから、母さんの姿を想像しようと思ってもできなくて。
What, I've never seen a Mamuja woman before, so even if I try to imagine what my mom might look like, I just
け
can't.
ど、トライオラに行った時に、たくさんの人を見たでしょ？それ以来、母さんもあんな風だったのかなって、いろいろ思い浮かべるようになったんだ。
But that's like I hadn't. Okay. But, going to Torayola, I saw a whole lot of people, so ever since then I started thinking, like, was, you know, mom like that?
僕も、停車場って人のこと、見られたらいいな。獣を退治したばかりで疲れてると思うけど、もうちょっとだけ探索に協力してね。
Yeah, I wish I could see Teishaja too. Okay. So, here's the thing. I'm actually gonna call it...
配置等級、
I'm actually gonna call it early. Because I've been very distracted this whole time. Like, I'm gonna go spend the... I'm gonna end it here because I gotta go spend the next several... Like, the rest of the night deep cleaning my apartment. To ensure that there are no more insects anywhere nearby. I'm not tolerating this shit, man. It's bad. Like, I walked into the bathroom before going into the dungeon. I saw another one of those fucking, like, I think they're probably drain flies, and I cannot be having this. Like, I cannot be having this. I need to go deal with that situation, like, now-ish. I probably should have canceled stream just in general. Yeah, insects are awful. I'm going Scorched Earth. So that is going to do it for me. And I gotta be up at like 7 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, no. It's, like I was running errands before stream. And then I came back and I opened my door and I saw some like little specks on the wall in the kitchen. I was like, huh, what are those? And oh look, it's flies. Oh, it's flies. It's not actually that many. I don't think it's particularly bad, but any amount of them is too many. There is no such thing as an acceptable number. It was such a bitch to deal with. I'm looking forward to this then. This is gonna be fun. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. Like now. So I will see you all on Sunday. But yeah, that's just been in the back of my mind this whole time. So apologies for the, like, my thought process being a little delayed. I've mostly just been thinking about that the whole time. So I'm gonna go deal with that.